How you doing? I'm up at the homestead for a couple-day work project, and I was unpleasantly surprised at what I found when I got here. As you can see in the background, my shed is not standing straight up, and a couple of the footings came dislodged and the shed nearly tipped over. So I'm going to go take a look at that and see what happened. But I can tell you this much: I didn't put it on a firm footing, and I was buying time to see if I could situate the shed on some 2x8s, and a strong wind came along and it just couldn't handle it. So tell you what, I earned it, and now I got to fix it. So let's go take a look at it. I was able to get a little bit of mowing done with the new old Iseki tractor. Moved the ATVs out and lined them up so they look all cool. But just like everything else, everything likes to break. And I spun a belt off of the PTO mower here, and I gotta either put that back on or replace it, inspect the belt, and see if it's good enough to put back on. So we'll take a look at that in a little while. For now, let's take a look at the shed. What a freaking disaster this is. Doesn't look like a big deal, but the shed was kind of built in a hodgepodge fashion in the first place. We just want to get it done. That's not how I usually like to do things, but when we're in a rush, we're in a rush. You can see I used some 2x4s on this corner here and a 2x8 on this corner, and that one held strong. On this side here, I just sat it on the ground. You can see the entire flooring structure became totally dislodged from the walls. It's because I didn't build it right, and you know, it's my fault. I know better. I mean, I know not to build things like this, but I did it anyways because I was in a rush. I wanted to save materials. Here I am, I got to pay for it. So what was supposed to be a road building trip, run the excavator, and actually make some progress uphill, it's going to turn into fixing things that shouldn't have broken in the first place. Looks like I'm going to have to start by hand moving the stack of lumber. Then I'm going to have to empty out the shed from all the stuff that's in it. And the way I'm going to do that is grab that little ATV trailer, farm and garden trailer from over here, hook it up to one of the ATVs, back it up, load as much stuff in it as possible. This girl's turned out to be quite a useful little trailer for me, hauling fuel and what have you across the property, and well, onto it we get. I had to empty out the contents of the shed, and doing it yourself, everything takes 10 times as long. And after a long day of work, I finally got the thing back on the level.